Money, money, money. It's a word that echoes through our lives, a constant presence in our daily conversations and thoughts. It's the thing everyone seems to want more of, yet few truly understand. We chase it, we save it, we spend it, but do we ever stop to think about what it really is? We use it every day, but where did it come from? The journey of money is as old as civilization itself, evolving from simple bartering systems to the complex financial instruments we use today. How does a colorful piece of paper or a number on a screen have so much power? It's fascinating to think that these symbols hold the key to our economic lives. Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to take a wild ride through the wacky world of money. From the highs of economic booms to the lows of financial crises, money's journey is nothing short of a roller coaster. From ancient times when people bartered goats for wheat, the concept of value exchange has always been central to human society. Imagine a world where your wealth was measured in livestock or grains, to today's complex financial systems with digital currencies, where transactions happen in the blink of an eye across the globe. The evolution is staggering. The concept of money has evolved dramatically. From metal coins to paper notes and now to digital currencies, each stage has brought its own set of challenges and innovations. But one thing remains constant. Money is the lifeblood of any economy. It facilitates trade, supports businesses, and enables us to achieve our dreams. It's the engine that drives trade, fuels businesses, and allows us to buy those sweet, sweet avocados we all crave. Without money, our modern economy would come to a standstill. Money is more than just a tool for transactions. It's a fascinating social construct. It's a shared belief system that binds us together in a web of trust and mutual understanding. Its value is intricately linked to our collective trust and beliefs. Without this trust, the entire system would collapse. Think about it. A dollar bill is just a fancy piece of paper, but it represents a promise, a guarantee of value that we all accept. But we all agree it has value because, well, everyone else does too. It's a collective agreement that keeps the wheels of commerce turning. It's like a giant, never-ending game of pass the hot potato, where the potato is money. And instead of getting burned, we get to buy stuff. But instead of getting burned, we get to buy stuff. From groceries to gadgets, money makes it all possible. So whether you're a financial whiz or someone who still writes checks, they still exist, right? Understanding how money works is crucial. It's not just about making ends meet, it's about making informed choices. Understanding how money works is crucial. It empowers us to make informed decisions, navigate the economic landscape, and plan for the future. It empowers us to make informed decisions, navigate the economic landscape, and maybe even understand why that avocado toast costs so darn much. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to money. Maybe even understand why that avocado toast costs so darn much. So let's dive deeper into the fascinating world of money and uncover its secrets together. Before the invention of money, humans relied on a more, shall we say, rustic system of exchange bartering. This ancient practice was the cornerstone of early economies, where goods and services were directly exchanged without a standardized medium. Imagine this. You're a skilled hunter with a surplus of woolly mammoth steaks, but you desperately need a new loincloth because, well, mammoth hunting is messy business. Your survival and comfort depend on finding someone who values your steaks as much as you value their loincloth. You have to find someone who not only needs meat, but also happens to be a skilled tailor with a spare loincloth they're willing to trade. This means navigating through your community, asking around and hoping that the stars align in your favor. Talk about a tall order. The process could be time-consuming and frustrating, often leading to long searches and negotiations. Bartering was like trying to find a needle in a haystack while riding a woolly mammoth blindfolded. The unpredictability and inefficiency of this system made everyday transactions a daunting task. It was inefficient, inconvenient, and let's be honest, a logistical nightmare. The lack of a standardized system meant that every trade was a unique challenge requiring patience and persistence. What if the tailor was vegan? Suddenly your prized mammoth steaks are worthless to them. You'd have to find another item of value or another person entirely. What if they wanted a new spear instead of steaks? Now you need to find a spear maker who wants meat, creating a complex web of trades. The lack of a common medium of exchange made trade a real pain in the toga. The complexity of matching needs and wants was a significant barrier to efficient trade. This system of direct exchange had some serious limitations. It was cumbersome and often led to missed opportunities and unmet needs. It suffered from what economists call the double coincidence of wants, meaning both parties had to possess something the other desired. This requirement made finding a suitable trading partner a rare and often lucky occurrence. Good luck finding someone who wanted 12 goats and happened to have the exact amount of grain you needed. The odds were often not in your favor, leading to prolonged periods of searching and negotiating. It was a bartermare, get it? Okay, I'll stop. The inefficiencies of bartering were a constant source of frustration and humor in ancient communities. And so, as human societies grew larger and more complex, so did the need for a more practical and efficient system of exchange. Enter money, stage left. This revolutionary concept transformed economies, enabling smoother and more reliable transactions. Money emerged as a solution to the barter system's woes. It acted as a universal lubricant, greasing the wheels of commerce and making trade smoother than a freshly shaven mammoth. But what exactly is money? Is it those shiny gold coins pirates are always after? Well, not quite. Money, in its simplest form, is anything that is widely accepted as a medium of exchange for goods and services. It doesn't have to be shiny, metallic, or even physical. Over the centuries, societies have used everything from shells and beads to livestock and even giant stone discs as money. The evolution of money can be broadly categorized into 4 types: commodity money, representative money, fiat money, and the new kid on the block, cryptocurrency. Each form has its own quirks and characteristics, but they all share the same fundamental purpose: to facilitate transactions and make our lives easier. Now let's dive into the fascinating world of these monetary musketeers and explore how they shape the economic landscape. Fast forward to today, and we find ourselves living in the age of fiat currency. This isn't some futuristic concept, it's the reality we live in every single day. No, it's not a trendy new car or a fancy Italian suit, it's something far more integral to our daily lives. Fiat currency refers to the money we use every day. Dollars, euros, yen, you name it. These are the notes and coins that pass through our hands, wallets, and bank accounts. These currencies aren't backed by any physical commodity like gold or silver. Their value is derived from the trust and confidence we place in the issuing government. It's a system built on collective belief. Imagine the government saying, "Hey, this colorful piece of paper with my face on it is now worth something." And we all just nod and go along with it. And because we have a smidgen of trust in our leaders sometimes, we collectively agree to accept it as a medium of exchange. This trust is the glue that holds the entire system together. It's like a giant leap of faith, but hey, it seems to be working for now. Every time you swipe your card or tap your phone, you're participating in this grand experiment. Fiat currency has its advantages. It's not just about convenience, it's about flexibility and control. It's more flexible than commodity-backed money, allowing governments to adjust the money supply to influence economic conditions like inflation. This means they can respond to crises and manage economic growth more effectively. It's also much easier to carry around a credit card than a sack of potatoes. Imagine doing your weekly grocery shopping with a bag full of gold coins. Trust me on that one. The convenience of digital transactions can't be overstated. However, fiat currency is not without its critics. There are significant risks and downsides to consider. Its value is inherently tied to government stability and economic performance. If the government falters, so does the currency. If people lose faith in the government or the economy tanks faster than a lead balloon, the value of fiat currency can plummet faster than you can say hyperinflation. This can lead to economic chaos and uncertainty. So, while fiat currency is the backbone of modern economies, it's a system that requires constant vigilance and trust. The balance is delicate and the stakes are high. In the wild world of fiat currency, central banks play the role of vigilant shepherds, guiding the monetary flock and trying to prevent a full-blown economic stampede. These institutions are responsible for managing the country's money supply, setting interest rates, and ensuring the stability of the financial system. Think of them as the referees of the money game, blowing the whistle on reckless behavior and trying to keep things fair, or at least somewhat balanced. Central banks have a variety of tools at their disposal to influence the economy. They can adjust interest rates to encourage or discourage borrowing and spending. They can give inflation, the word that strikes fear in the hearts of economists and consumers alike. It's the sneaky villain that slowly erodes the purchasing power of our hard-earned money, making everything more expensive. Imagine waking up one day to find that your morning coffee now costs $20. That's inflation in action, folks. Inflation occurs when there's too much money chasing too few goods. Think of it like a game of musical chairs. But instead of chairs, there are goods and services, and instead of people, there's, money. When the music stops, or in this case, when the supply of goods can't keep up with the demand, the price of those remaining goods goes up. Inflation can be caused by a variety of factors, including increased demand, supply chain disruptions, and even government policies. While a little bit of inflation is normal and even healthy for a growing economy, runaway inflation can be devastating, leading to economic instability and social unrest. That's why central banks keep a watchful eye on inflation, using their monetary policy tools to keep it in check. They aim for a Goldilocks level of inflation, not too hot, not too cold, but just right to keep the economy humming along smoothly.